Hey guys, long time no see. Hey friends, hey Patreons, hey haters. Oh man, this dislike button has disappeared, hasn't it? Anyway, in today's video we are going to take a look at Moti. Moti, it's a pretty powerful animation library for React Native, and actually it's a cross-platform animation library. It's pretty powerful for micro interactions and UI animations. It's built by Fernando Rojo. I've invited him on this channel a while ago, just before he actually released Moti. And since then I was playing around with it, and I can tell you for sure that you can build a lot of cool things with it. So in today's video we are going to start taking a look at it. And in more particular we are going to rebuild this beautiful animation by my friend Oleg. This switch on off, and I'll be showing you my way of doing it in React Native. And I mean, everything is 60 FPS because Moti is powered by Reanimated2. So you can basically animate whatever property you'd like, and it's still going to run at 60 FPS because everything is happening on the UI thread. By the way, if you consider becoming a patron, you'll have access to not only this source code, but over 50 different animations. Enjoy the content that's available on my Patreon page. Let's play the intro and jump straight into VSCode and start learning something new, shall we? Alrighty guys, so we are in VSCode here. I've already created a project using Expo. And by the way, if you're not using Expo, this should work in a vanilla React Native project as well. So without further ado, let's start coding. It's been a while, since I last coded anything, especially like recording stuff. So I don't know, I'm just getting used to again. In case you see a lot of cuts or me doing uhs and ahs and whatever, you'll figure it out. It's more like a live coding session for me, and I just want to share the knowledge, and that's it. If you find something useful, just leave a comment, and I'll do my best to either improve or extend my knowledge and whatever, my way of teaching. But here I'm just doing a blank project. So first of all, let's do the UI, because this is going to be the simplest thing. So first of all, I would like to create a new component here, and I'll do it switch. And I know that I'll expect a size, an on press, and if it's active or not, right? So this one will return a view and nothing inside. So let's render this switch right now. Okay, so nothing is visible, just to see if everything is working. Text is not found, no problem. Let's import text. And yeah, everything is here, right? So I'll start by defining a size, because I would like to make this component a reusable component, and for it I would like to pass a size, an on press, and if it's active or not, right? So yeah, let's start by doing the size. So I will start with the track size. Let's say underscore size. Here it's 60. I'll define just a dummy one, or you know what? Let's do directly here. So I'll do size. It's going to be 60. Okay. No fancy things here. And let's start by doing the UI. And first of all, I know that everything should be a pressable. So a pressable, and inside the pressable I'll start with the track size, and inside the track size I'll have the knob, and the knob, inside the knob I'll have this either a circle or a plain rectangle. So let's start with by wrapping everything inside the view, and in this view I'll just import Moti view from Moti, right? So I'll start with the track size, and here I'll have another Moti view and another Moti view. So this is oh man, it's been a long time. So what the hell am I doing here? So basically this is the track and this is the knob container that's going to move, right? And inside this one is going to be knob indicator, I think it's called, or I don't know. Basically the circle or the rectangle, right? So let's start doing the styling. So I'll just do here align items to the center and justify to the center. So everything is going to be to the center. And here I would like to create some constants like the track size. So the track size, let's do, oh yeah, I have Copilot. In case you're wondering what the hell is this one, it's GitHub Copilot. I had access to it since the beginning and it's pretty powerful. Just go ahead and search on Google GitHub Copilot, you'll figure it out. So here I'll be using React use memo because I would like to define a track size based on the size that's passed as a prop, right? So in my case, the dependency it's the size, and the track size is going to change only when the size is going to change. So and here I'll just return size multiplied with 1.5. It's just a dummy number, right? And let's start by creating the styles for the track. So I'll create here a style, and I'll say here, I'll position this absolute. I'll give it a width of track size, height of track height. Track height is not defined here. Okay, so let's copy this one and do track height. And for the sake of this demo, let's remove this and do track width, right? And the track height is going to be, I have some notes here, is going to be size multiplied with 0.4. Just some random numbers, don't worry about it. And yeah, so, and the border radius of track height, because why not? Okay, so this should not be visible, but if I do a background color of red, you see we have the track. Wow, this is looking really spicy. And just for the colors, I also have prepared a couple of things here. So I'll just copy stuff and I'll say here is active size. Okay, so let's define those as React FC and then switch props. Yeah, I'm using TypeScript. If you don't know TypeScript, it's okay, don't worry. So size is going to be a number, on press is going to be yeah, a void, thank you Copilot, and is active is going to be a boolean. And press save, and now let's move to the knob itself, right? So with the knob, we have, again, it's like this is the container of the circle, and let's define some styles for it. So we will have here style, and I also have some notes here. Yeah, so the width is going to be size, the height is going to be size, border radius is going to be size divided by 2, doesn't matter. A background color of white, because I don't care about the background. If you like to customize it, you can pass it as a prop. I will align the items to the center and also justify the content to the center. Let's move it down here, make this a string. Okay, and inside this, if I press save now and do some background color here of red and save it, you see we have this beautiful knob here, which is fantastic. Okay, everything is fine. Yeah, everything is fine. Okay, just for the sake of this demo, I'll just pass colors active, right? Just to have it here. And now let's focus on this circle within the knob container, and basically is the indicator, right? So I'll just pass a style here, and the style for it is going to be the following. The width is going to be size multiplied with, actually, you know what, let's do it size multiplied, let's do another variable here, and I'll say knob size. So knob size is going to be multiplied 0.6. So the width is going to be knob size, the height is going to be knob size, border radius, everything is defined here. But this time I'll do a different thing. I'll need to define a border width of, let's say, you know, size multiplied with 0.1, and I'll give it a border color of colors active. Oops, everything was completed. Colors active. You see? So basically what I did is I shrink down in size the container. So if I do here a background color red, just to see, so this is the container, this is without the border, right? So I shrink down in size the knob indicator, and then around it I've applied a border, and the border is calculated based on the size passed as a prop. So we have this yeah, we actually did, this is it, right? Okay, it's starting to take some shape, right? Okay, and now the Moti part. Actually, before doing it, we also need to pass an onPress. onPress is going to be onPress, and here inside onPress is going to be something, and the something it's going to be a state. So I'll do is active, set is active, React use state, and we'll pass it as false. And onPress is going to be method that will call set is active with is active not is active, and also pass is active as is active, right? So the method onPress, what will happen, and then the boolean that we are basically giving back to the component itself. So nothing is visible now. And with Moti, oh man, Moti has a couple of properties. So you can define a from, you can define an animate, and you can define a transition configuration. So basically the from is where to start, the animate is where to go, and the transition config is basically passing like easing, duration, the type of the animation, which can be a timing, a spring, you name it, a decay. So I'll just start with defining here, because I would like to define the transition itself. So the transition is going to be a reusable transition. So in my case, it's going to be type of timing and duration of 300, and I'll pass an easing function. So easing in out with an easing is, and let's import this easing from Reanimated2, and this type of transition, it's actually a Moti transition prop. Cool. Let's save it, and the from, let's remove those and pass the transition as transition. Okay, and what will happen now is I would like to change the background color in case if it's active or not for the track itself, right? So I'll specify a from, and the from here, it's if it's active, I would like to start from the active color, otherwise from the inactive color. And I would like to animate the background color again. If it's active, I would like to go to inactive, otherwise vice versa, right? So I'll just press save, and now if I press on this button, because of the callback and the easy active prop, I'm actually animating everything. So this is really powerful. I mean, just passing a config, everything is animated. So Moti is doing the hard work for us, and it's animating everything with a particular transition config. In my case, just 300 milliseconds duration with a dedicated easing animation. And just look at it, everything is animated. It's pretty powerful. Just believe me that just on vanilla animated API and even on Reanimated2, just creating this one, it's going to require a lot of boilerplate. But anyway, so let's move on. So we made the track, right? Background color, if it's active or not. And now let's move to the knob. So for the knob, we just need to move this circle to a particular location and also change the background color of it. So for this, again, just pass the transition, and now let's specify a from. Again, based on is active, I would like to move it on the x-axis. So I'll say translate x. Translate x if it's active. I would like to move it to the track width divided by 4. Otherwise, minus track width divided by 4. And why divided by 4 is because this one is in the middle, right? And I would like to move it just a quarter of this entire width on the left or right hand side. So this is why I'm specifying those properties here. And actually, you know what, I don't even need a from, I'll just animate directly. So yeah, this is how it's actually looking like. You see, it's you can avoid passing the from property as long as you have a toggle inside the animate, because once this is rendered, Moti will know what is the from, and when you switch it, so for example, if it's active, the from is going to be track width divided by 4, and when this is active, it's false, it's going to start from width divided by 4 and go to minus width divided by 4. This is again another feature of Moti, which I believe it's pretty powerful. Let me change the entire background of the scene to something like F3, F3, F4. Yeah, just to have like a slightly grayed background. So we have everything here visible on the screen, taking some shape. And now the last part is to actually animate this circle. If it's active, we would like to make it a rectangle with border radius, of course. If it's not active, we would like to have it as a circle. Basically, it's 0 and 1. Really smart, isn't it? Where 0 is false, 1 is true. IO, that's why you have IO, input, output, 1, 0. Anyway, so yeah, let's go to this knob size and do some Moti magic. So we are going to, again, pass the same transition configuration. And then we would like to apply a from. So we would like to animate the width. This is really smart. You'll see in a minute. So if it's active, we would like to go to 0. Otherwise, we'll go to knob size. So yeah, if it's active, we'll go to knob size, and let's also animate. So if it's active, we would like to. We don't care actually. What? So yeah, just animate it. If it's active, the width is going to be 0. Otherwise, just go to knob size. And now you'll see the magic of it, because this width in general in React Native has to run on JS thread, and for it to work on just vanilla animated API, you had to pass use native driver to false. But it's not the case here. Everything is happening on the UI thread, and you can basically animate all the properties. Just believe me, all the properties. And just modifying the width, it's just shrinking down in size because we have the border width. It's going to transform it into a rectangle. Just watch it. Whoop, whoop. It's just mind-blowing, isn't it? So this is it basically. Nah, I'm just kidding. We also need to change the background color. So the border color, sorry. So if it's active, I would like to go to colors active, otherwise color inactive. So, oh yeah, border. All right. So, yeah, it's interruptible, and pretty much this is it, right? So, of course, we can pass the different sides, and everything is going to work. It's magic, right? But we can also do it bigger. You know what? The track background, it's actually wrong. It's vice versa. So it's active, I would like to go to active and inactive, right? So now it doesn't make any sense to have the from, because from and animate, they are equal. So and just to give you like the performance here, you see a drop in the JS thread because I'm using set state, but we can easily remove the set state, but we don't want to do it. This is a homework for you, but yeah, you see everything is 60 FPS. Yeah, it's magic. Yeah, guys, that was it. It was a long tutorial. I hope that you've learned something new, and I just opened the doors for you in order to use Moti in your projects. And I don't know, it's a powerful library. If you felt like it was too long, it's okay. I mean, I haven't recorded anything for a while now, but hopefully in the next one I'll get better. And if you enjoyed it, or you have any tips and tricks, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. And if you need any help, I'll do my best to answer as much as I can and help you as much as I can. Also, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe, hit the ring bell button, and also the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye.